Welcome to the Stoic Tide. We've all felt it. That electric start with someone new. The laughter flows. The connection feels real. The world finally feels aligned, but then it happens. A phrase, a tone, a passing comment that shouldn't matter, yet somewhere deep inside, something shifts. A quiet alarm rings in the back of your mind. You brush it off, right? Oh, I'm overthinking it. It's nothing. But what if those nothings are everything? What if those innocent words are echoes of the storm that's coming? Flashing red lights hidden behind soft smiles and sweet laughter. Today we're diving into 4 powerful phrases, things people say that might seem harmless, but carry the weight of truth and warning. This isn't about blame. It's about awareness. Because the Stoics taught that freedom begins when we stop ignoring the signs. And by the end of this video, you'll never hear these phrases the same way again. Let's begin. Phrase 1. All my exes are crazy. Victim of everyone, master of none. The first red flag. All my exes are crazy, or its sibling. The problem is always someone else. At first it sounds like gossip. Maybe even funny, but listen closer. Behind that laugh, behind the story, is a pattern, and patterns never lie. If every past relationship ended in chaos, if every partner was toxic, manipulative, or insane, and yet the storyteller remains the eternal victim. Ask yourself, who's the common denominator? Stoic wisdom teaches us, an unexamined heart repeats its mistakes. Someone who can't take ownership of their past will eventually make you the villain of their next chapter. Today, it's my ex was crazy. Tomorrow, it's you're just like them. Remember, maturity doesn't come from pain. It comes from reflection, and without reflection, pain becomes a weapon. Phrase 2. You're not like other guys. The pedestal trap. Oh yes, the sweet poison. You're not like other guys. Or, you're different. It feels incredible, doesn't it? Finally, someone sees you. They lift you above the crowd. They make you feel chosen. But the Stoic asks, what happens when the illusion fades? Because the pedestal is not a throne, it's a cage. Once you accept it, you become trapped by their expectations. The moment you act like a real human, make a mistake, have an opinion, set a boundary, you fall, and when you fall, they don't catch you. They say, you've changed. They say, you're not who I thought you were never loved. You were idealized, and idealization always turns to resentment. True love doesn't require tearing down others to lift you up. It says, you are human and that's enough. Phrase 3. If you really loved me, you would. The heart's ransom. This one hides like a snake in the grass. If you really loved me, you would. 5 words that can burn years of your life if you're not careful. This is not love. It's emotional blackmail dressed in romance. It's a test with no right answers. If you loved me, you'd cancel your plans. If you cared, you'd lend me the money. If you wanted me, you'd prove it. But every time you give in, you lose a piece of yourself. And piece by piece, the relationship turns into a hostage negotiation. Real love doesn't guilt you into sacrifice. Real love doesn't measure devotion by obedience. Real love asks, it doesn't demand. Marcus Aurelius once said, love is to wish that what you love should be itself. If you must betray your peace to prove your love, it was never love to begin with. Phrase 4. I don't have female friends. The isolation game. And finally, the subtle one. I don't have female friends. I only get along with guys. Harmless? Maybe, but look deeper. If a person can't connect with their own gender, if they constantly say other women are too much drama, or I just relate better to men, what they're really saying is, I crave validation that feels safe, and attention that feels like power. It's not about who they hang out with, it's about who they avoid. A lack of same-gender friendships often points to unresolved competition, jealousy, or self-image wounds. And those wounds don't disappear when they fall in love with you. They just shift targets. Before long, your friends, your family, anyone they see as a threat, will become the next source of drama. Healthy people build bridges, not borders. They don't isolate. They integrate. The Stoic lesson. Trust the quiet alarm now. What do you do when you hear one of these phrases? Do you run? No, you observe. You stay calm, grounded. Aware. The Stoics didn't teach us to judge. They taught us to discern. Awareness is power. It's not about avoiding imperfect people. It's about avoiding repeating pain. So when your inner alarm rings, listen, don't argue with it. Don't bury it in excuses. That's your intuition whispering. Remember what you've learned. Ask questions. Watch consistency. Does their behavior match their words? Do they own their flaws or weaponize them? Do they lift you or drain you? Because peace is not found by finding perfect people. It's found by refusing to lose yourself in imperfect ones. Outro. The Stoic choice, so. Here's the truth. You deserve a love that's grounded, not dazzling. You deserve a partner who speaks responsibility, not excuses. A connection that calms your soul instead of confusing your mind. When you notice these red flags, don't panic. Just pause, reflect, decide. As Seneca said, to love wisely is to love freely, and to let go when peace demands it. You owe no one your sanity. You owe no one your silence. You owe yourself clarity. I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed these red flags before? What did you do when the alarm rang? Share your story below. Your insight could be someone else's lifeline. If this message spoke to you, tap like, hit subscribe, and join our growing community here on the Stoic Tide, because in the end, wisdom isn't about avoiding pain. It's about learning which storms are worth standing in. Until next time, stay grounded, stay aware, and as always, stay stoic.